Hello everybody, this is Manjula, Assistant Professor, Computer Science Department from E-Content Development Center, Majlis Arts and Science College, Puramannur. Today, I am here with the topic Class and Objects in Java Programming. In this section, we are going to learn the syntax in Java for class definition, creating objects and accessing members. The learning outcome after this classes, student can define class and create object for any entity in this world and can able to write Java program using class and objects. What is class and objects? First, a class is a user-defined data type which contains set of datas and functions of its objects possess. Here, user-defined means it comes under the data type category non-primitive type. We know that there are two types, primitive data type and non-primitive data type. Primitive data types are built-in data type. Non-primitive data types are, it is not defined in the programming language, but it is created by the programmer according to their needs. So, class is a non-primitive data type where programmer creates according to their need. Next, objects. In this real world, millions of objects are existing. Each object has its own identity. Based on this, we can categorize them under different groups based on their properties and functions performed by it. Suppose, for example, consider car, bus, scooter, etc. All can grouped under category vehicles. In a similar way, we can categorize peacock, pigeon, parrot, etc. all under the category of birds. So, here the vehicles and birds are called classes. Let us try to create a class for bird. So, a class contains data and function. So, bird contains two things, data means property and function means the action that the bird can perform using these properties. So, what are the properties the bird has? Bird has beak, eye, wing, leg, tail, etc. Using these property, a bird can do what? That using beak, the bird can eat. Using eye, bird can see. Using wing, tail and leg, bird can fly. So, eat, see, fly is our function. Wing, tail, beak, eye is our data. So, that is a class. Hope you can also try for any entity in this world to create a class. Next, a class is a blueprint or template of its object. Means that class is simply a structure. There is no memory allocation. Once a class is defined, we can create one or more objects belonging to that class. The objects of a class is known as variables or instant objects. That's all about what is class and objects. Let us move on to our topic, syntax for defining a class. A class space class name within brace variable declaration and method declaration. Here class is a keyword used to define user-defined data type. Class name is a name user given it should be a valid one. We have to keep in mind it should not be a keyword. Next, inside class there are two parts, variable declaration and method declaration. The variable inside the class is called instance variable or non-static variables. Means that each object maintains its own copy. If there is any change in one object, it does not affect another object. We can also write static variable inside the class. Static variable is, it has only one copy, it is shared by all objects. So if there is any change in one object, it affects another objects. Then next, the variables and methods are collectively known as class members. Let us move on to how to declare a variable in a class. The syntax for declaring variable: data type space variable name. Data type represents the type of data stored in a variable. Next, variable name. It is a valid name given to the variable. It should not be a keyword. Example for this is int a semicolon. That is, a is a variable of type integer. Here is an illustration to declare variable inside a class. That is, class space rectangle, class name. Inside that two variables are there, int length, int breadth. This is how we are declaring variable inside a class. Then the next part inside the class is method. So how defining a method in Java? The syntax is return type method name within parenthesis parameter list inside a curly brace body of the method. Here the return type represents the type of the data returned by the method. Next, the method name. It is a valid name. It should not be a keyword. Last one, parameter list. Parameter list is a pair of list with the data type and identifiers. If there is more than one parameter, that is separated by using comma. That's all about the class declaration inside variable and methods. Variables declared int length, int breadth, and the method declaration is int area. That's all about our first topic, defining class. Next heading is creating objects. Once a class is defined, we can create one or more number of objects of its type. It is the same way as our variable declaration. Int a is a type of integer. Like that, here the syntax for declaring an object is class name space object name. Class name refers name of the class and object name is the name of the objects of class name type. Example, rectangle R1. In this statement, R1 is a variable as a reference to an object of a rectangle class. If we execute a statement here, at this point the value is null because it is not an instant object. Once the object is declared, we need to allocate memory. For that, in Java, we are using new operator. A syntax is object name equal to new class name. That is R1 equal to new rectangle. This statement creates an actual object by allocating memory space and returns a reference to R1. The above two statements can combine into a single statements. That is, a rectangle R1 equal to new rectangle. That's all about our second topic. Next, we are moving to our last heading, accessing members of a class. To access the variables and methods outside the class, in Java we are using a dot operator. That is, object name dot variable name, object name dot method name. Example, r1 dot length, r1 dot area. Here I am going to conclude my class by summarizing using an illustration. Here is a Java program using class and object. Here we are calculating area of a rectangle. So what we learned first, we have to define a class, class definition. So here class space rectangle. Then inside class, two parts, one is variable declaration and another one is method declaration. So here the variable declaration is int length, semicolon, int breadth. Next, method declaration int area. Inside that method, what we are calculating, return length into breadth. Then that class is closed. Then our next step is we have to create objects. So the object is created in another class inside a void main. Rectangle r1 equal to new rectangle. Then accessing variables inside the class using dot operator. That is, r1 dot length equal to 10, r1 dot breadth equal to 20, int a equal to r1 dot area. Then that value is printed in our standard display. That's all about our today's topic. Thank you for spending your valuable time with me.